Hey, we're Nat and Alex Wolff.
And you're watching Front Row Live.
Hey guys, Rob here with Front Row Live, and I'm hanging out with Alex and Nat of Alex and Nat. How's it going?
Well, now we're Nat and Alex. I don't want to let him get the first name and the band name. But Alex and Nat sounds pretty good too.
I guess we'll change it up just for today.
They'll change it. All right, today we're Alex and Nat Wolff. I'm doing good, man. Good to see you. How you doing?
Doing great. Saw you skating earlier.
Yeah, I just got a board for Christmas, a longboard, and I've been riding one in New York that's not mine, and I was just like, so I asked my parents, I was like, can I get my own? So it's awesome. They're like really freaked out about me wearing a helmet and all this stuff, but I hate wearing a helmet. But
Yeah, he's a rebel.
but I think I'm gonna have to because like it's kind of bumpy outside and stuff. But no, I've been skating all day. It's awesome.
That's cool.
Yeah.
That's cool. I'm a big skater myself.
You are?
Yeah,
Nice.
definitely. So how's your day going?
It's going good. Nat got a Christmas present of a board, so I'm really happy about that. It's really exciting to watch him skate on that board. I can just sit and watch and cheer.
Cheer or hope that he falls.
Actually, I have a board because I like doing, the tricks. I have a trick board, yeah. And he has a big long board.
Nice.
Yeah.
So let's talk a little bit about your music now. But before that, what happened to the Naked Brothers?
So at the end, we did 3 seasons of the Naked Brothers, man. And in the end, it was kind of just a mutual thing where we loved doing it, but we had just kind of gone all the way we felt with it. And then we just started doing music. And we had been doing music, but we just went on the road, started playing shows, and we like toured around, just all around America, and then did 2 tours and started recording material for our new album. Okay. Yeah.
And what led to change the genre of the music as well?
I think we just got older and our taste in music changed, and we started writing. We just started getting older and writing about things that we were going through then.
Yeah, I don't think it was like. Sorry for this awkward having to pull the mic back and forth, but I don't think it was like it wasn't a conscious choice to say, oh, let's go from this style of this genre music to this genre music. It was more, I was always writing. Alex and I always wrote all our own songs with no older adults telling us what to do. So
Now we just made some magic. So
yeah.
made some movie magic.
Good idea. So basically, yeah, I just think it was our song as we matured, the things we wanted to write about matured, or just the themes became deeper and more resonant. And but when we were younger, we were writing about things we were excited about then. So it wasn't a conscious choice. But now, definitely, this album is more like alternative indie rock. I can't really. It's hard to put a genre in your own music, but I bet you'd have an easier time than we would. But
yeah. So initially, when you were doing Silver Boulders, you didn't want your brother in a band with you. You didn't think it was cool. So what made you change your mind about that?
Well, I was 6, he was 3, so I do have some kind of. But honestly, the thing that changed my mind is he got really good. He was like a prodigy drummer by the time he was like 4 or 5 years old. He was I had a friend who was playing drums. He was better than him in like 2 months of playing. And like, what are you doing? So like we started playing together, and since then, now we always play together. Now we all play. He plays drums, but he also plays guitar and piano really well, and I play guitar and piano, so we can all switch back and forth. And we just played a show last night, a duo show, and we had like a crazy piano and stuff, and we just went back and forth in guitar and piano. Yeah, and one of our heroes, Jackson Brown, came and like said he was a fan, and that was pretty awesome. Yeah.
That's crazy. When I was talking to him earlier, he was saying you guys are on vacation from school right now. So how do you guys go about with school? With all being on TV and your record and everything. Is it hard to be in school?
Yeah, it was really hard before, but now I go to a school that kind of sets you up for that. In New York, and it's like a totally regular school, except when you need to leave, they give you your work a month in advance. Oh, nice. So you're kind of like set. The only thing is getting yourself to do that work is hard, unless you have like a tutor, which when you're doing acting, you have that. When you're like on the road, to get to do the work is hard. Yeah. But
you wanted to say something. So back to Black Sheep, debut album. Tell us a little bit about the album.
It's called Black Sheep. It's by us. And we started making this album. Music is really intense. We started making this album kind of like 2 or 3 years ago. Like we started writing, and then we kind of made the album with just Nat and I and the producer, and we played all the instruments on the record, wrote everything. And
it was Alex, me, and one guy in the room, and we played everything on it, and it was really organic and stuff because we had been starting to make something, and then we started writing songs that just seemed kind of different and deeper and older, and we said, why don't we just keep going with this idea? And so we came in with like 20 songs. We narrowed it down to 15 on the deluxe, and now we have 14 on the deluxe.
15 including the video.
Oh, right, 14 on the deluxe, and then 11 on the regular, right?
Yeah.
It was hard to narrow it down.
That was intense.
That was the worst part of making the album. We all ended up like wanting to kill each other. Or like,
I think it's just an older kind of go at it. You know, it was kind of just like our songs are more mature now that we're older, and I think it shows. But it's like I feel like now our next album will be where we are then, and that album is where we are.
kind of encapsulates the time that we're in at the moment. You know, which is what a good album should do, I think.
And what's the story behind Black Sheep?
The name?
Behind the name and the actual album, like what is the album about?
Well, it kind of works into it.
That's the story, girl.
But I think like the name kind of works into, because like how we got into it was or got the name was, we were at an airport one time. It's just kind of a silly story, but we always, when we're in public and we're not supposed to be crazies, when we go the craziest, and we're just creating, like, wreaking havoc in the airport, throwing bags and like being idiots, and everybody's looking back at us like all like boring and snooty. And Alex goes, "We're totally the black sheep of this airport." I was like, "We're the black sheep everywhere we go." And we're like, "That'd be a good." I was like, "That's probably good for our album," because the album, we always felt like, and it was way after we finished the album we came up with the title, because we all, you know,
to come up with it for a long time.
The songs
we were like at such, we had tried to come up with so many titles. Like by the end we were like, let's call it plaid shirt. Like we were like, let's call it shoelace. Like we were just like, we just had come up with so many names, and then finally this just
stuck, because we kind of felt like, you know, in the age that we are, we kind of are the black sheep. We're not adults, we're not kids. We kind of don't feel like we need this like parental supervision all the time and all this stuff. In the middle, and it's an awkward situation. Yeah, the helmet is like a good metaphor for it. You know, it's like kind of an awkward situation to be in. But and all the songs come from kind of an alienated, awkward teenager position. You know, which is why I think, and it just came out of us, honestly. You know, it wasn't like an effort to be that way. You know, it was just the way all those songs came out. So we kind of we chose the songs that kind of lyrically represented that the most. You know, and I think like a lot of people have been responding to that. You know, a lot of teenagers who talk to us say that, you know, these songs are some songs they can relate to more than these kind of other kid singers that, you know, sing about parties and stuff.
Yeah,
you know,
exactly.
The one song, we have a song called "The Party," and the first line is "I was not invited to the party." You know, so it's like an anti-party song. You know,
no party going on here.
No.
Yet we're in a club.
Yeah, this is pretty much a party.
This is a party at 11
Black Sheep
a.m.
Black Sheep is a lie. We love partying at 11 a.m.
Yeah. Really good.
There you go. So, as far as your live shows go, do you guys play any of Naked Brothers, or is it strictly?
Yeah, we play a couple of Naked Brothers, and we played mostly Black Sheep songs, which everybody knew last night because, you know, from having the album or listening on YouTube or something, and so we played mostly those. We played Crazy Car, which was, you know, I wrote when I was 6, but it's still like our biggest probably hit.
That's crazy to think someone 6 years old could write something like
and that's what I was excited about then, you know. And then we played Face in the Hall, which is an older song that I wrote for Naked Brothers. And we also did a new song last night. I mean, usually we play those two, and we play Banana Smoothie sometimes, and I Don't Want to Go to School sometimes. So we switch it up. But last night we played a cover of, usually we do Dancing in the Dark, the Bruce Springsteen song, like all punk and stuff. But last night, because Jackson Browne was there, we did one of his songs, These Days. So.
Does that make you nervous?
Yes. Oh my God. The first song, because he came backstage right before the show, and I was like, oh my God.
It was not fair at all.
I was not ready for it, and I'm just like, I'm such a big fan. Like, because, you know, his songwriting's meant so much to me, and so.
Hey, Bax and Jown. I mean, hey.
So then, like, the first song, I was all nervous, and, like, the first song was the least good of the set, because we were just like, and then we cooled up, and I was just like, yeah.
That's crazy.
Yeah. That song is so good these days. One of his songs is so good. I think it sounded pretty good last night, I think. He was like, you did my song really well. Like, thanks, man.
That's good. Maybe next time he'll take you guys on tour.
That'd be awesome. That'd be so fun.
So with acting and with being in front of a crowd of people, what gets you more nervous?
I think with acting,
Acting for me is not really nerve-wracking because I'm not thinking like a lot of people are gonna watch this. Like I'm trying because there's just a camera and the crew. I mean like. Times you get nervous is when you're doing like a kissing scene or like you know like scenes like that where it's like a nerve-wracking scene.
You were nervous for a kissing scene.
I wasn't nervous. Some people are.
The girls are always nervous.
For me, I was excited.
But I think if you're doing good acting, then you're not aware of all that. You know, you're not aware of your nervousness because you got to get rid of that. If you got to be focused on that. But I feel like if I was doing a play, which I did before when I was younger, that's when I would get nervous. But I'm so used from doing the show and stuff. We've gotten to do a couple movies after I did the show and stuff, and I've so used to having the camera around or whatever, so I'm not really nervous in front of the camera, but I feel like if I was on stage, I'd be a nervous wreck before, yeah.
What plans do you guys have for, the remainder of this year and then for 2012?
I'm going to have a movie coming out in 2012, which will be fun, and then...
What movie is that?
It's called Hairbrain. It's a fun movie. Brendan Fraser's in it. Nice. It's really fun.
He's hysterical in it. I have also a movie coming out called Peace, Love, and Misunderstanding.
And I
play like a really nerdy kind of kid, and it's with Jane Fonda and a bunch of cool people, and and then we're just playing a bunch of shows, and hopefully I get to. I think I'm gonna be working on a movie thing in February, and just playing a bunch of shows in between all that stuff, and kind of touring for Black Sheep, you know.
No tour dates set yet, or?
We have some. I don't know exactly when they are, but they're in January and February. We have lots of weekend tour dates, I think, set up. Yeah.
Well, thanks for hanging out with us.
Dude, thanks so much.
Appreciate it. Good to meet you guys. Keep the skating going.
Great jacket.
I love your jacket, and I love yours as well. I'll bring mine next time.
It's actually kind of a good setup there with you two. And
yeah, it worked out. It worked out.
You're in a leather sandwich.
Oh, I like that.
Sounds inappropriate.
That's a little inappropriate. Sounds really
But
good.
we're wrapped around leather as well, so
Yeah.
it works out. So there you go, Nat and Alex Wolff. Check them out. Be sure to pick up a copy of Black Sheep and subscribe to Front Row Live.